All right, let's work on the centimeter ruler. Let's start with adjusting the snap grid in the lower right corner of the editor. Change it from 1 mm and make it more sensitive so that every time we move an object, it snaps at 0.25 millimeters. Okay, a quarter of 1 millimeter. So that's pretty small. Okay, so 0.25 mm. That's the first step. Click next, drag a box to the work plane. Okay, and then says scale it smaller to a height of 2 mm. So let's zoom in. So a height of 2 millimeters. So I click and drag on this handle, and I'm just going to type 2, and then make it 60 by 20 millimeters. So I'm gonna click on a corner. This will be 60. I want it to be long this way, and that's gonna be 20 right there. And then I have to move it to the area highlighted in orange. So let's move it to the area highlighted in orange. Let's see if it matches up. Okay, see, it doesn't match up. So I could nudge it using my arrow keys, one to the left and one up. Okay, so now that's matched. Click next, drag a cylinder shape to the work plane. Okay, that's the cylinder, and then scale it smaller to a diameter of 2 millimeters. So I could press shift, hold shift and click here at the corner and then drag it until it reaches 2. Or I could just go click here, type 2, which is, I think that's faster. Click here, 2. Okay, I have it in there. I need to drag that out of the rectangle. And then to a height of 60 millimeters. So click drag, type 60. Okay, so now I could just go ahead and say, it says here, just, so we have this outline right here. So I'm assuming we're just gonna drag it there, so just to match, to see if it's a match. Okay, now rotate the cylinder and move it down to the work plane. So click on the cylinder and look for the rotation handle that will do what's needed to be done, which is this one right here. And we're gonna rotate it to, let me undo that first, Control Z. Let me do that again. So again, rotate to 90 degrees. Where's the number? Where did that number go to? Okay, one more time. Rotate to 90 degrees. Okay, so we're just gonna do, okay, there you go, 90 or negative 90. Okay, that's it. Now copy and paste the cylinder and move each to the area marked in the orange. So instead of copying and pasting, I'm going to move it. I'm going to move that first. So click and drag. Whoa, okay. I think I need this view here. Oh, what am I doing? Okay, I'm clicking on the wrong thing. So I just need to click, okay, click and drag down. Oh, my bad. When we rotated it at the center. So now it's above the work plane. So I need to move it down. Okay, so type 0 to move it down. There you go. It's now on the work plane, and then drag it to the place. Duh. Okay, so that's how you do it. Okay, so where did it go? It's inside. Okay, so it's inside the thing. Let me undo. Okay, so again, put to 0. And when you drag, there you go. I dragged it. And now I'm going to put it in there. Okay, I'm gonna zoom in and inspect carefully if it's in there. Okay, looks like I need to nudge to the right. And then I'm going to look at the top view to see if they're lined up right here. Okay, so click there and then down for me to line them up. Okay, you don't have to exactly do what I'm doing, but you just need to line them up. Okay, of course, there's an easier way to do it. It's align, but we'll just do it this way. And then it says make a copy. Okay, instead of making a copy, I'm going to duplicate it, Control D, and the duplicate is on top of the original one. So I'm just gonna hit the left mouse button, okay, until I have the other one move to the other side. Okay, there you go. Next, let's hit next. Drag a roof shape to the work plane. Roof shape to the work plane. Scale it smaller to a height of 2 millimeters. So height of 2 millimeters. And then scale it, move it to a size of 1 mm by 20. So this is, I'm gonna leave this as 20. So I click at that corner, okay? And this one's gonna be 1. There you go. And then move it to the area marked in the orange. Mark in the orange. Okay, looks like I got that. Hit next. Copy and paste the roof shape. Okay, copy, paste. Okay, select outside. Now move it. And then it says scale it smaller to a size of 1 mm by 6 mm. So click at a corner, 1 mm by 6. And then rotate and move it to the area highlighted in the orange. So we have to rotate it by 180. So you can see I was able to click that right away. So I'm just gonna type 180 and then right there, it's rotated. Okay, and whoops, let's go back. I have to move it to the area highlighted in orange. And as you can see, it's too high. Okay, it's above the orange outline. So I need to drop it down. Let's see if that's the height that it should be at. Okay, and then just move it in place by nudging. Okay, there you go. All right, next. Copy and paste the shape. Scale it smaller to a size of 1 mm. So copy, Control C, paste, Control V, move it, move it, move it, move it. And then first let's resize it to, it says 3 millimeters. Okay, so I'm gonna click on one corner. Instead of 6, I'm going to put 3. And then I'm going to move it to one of these, okay? So I'm gonna move this here. Okay, went in nicely. Okay, now I could just copy paste it. So Control C, Control V, and then nudge, Control V, nudge, Control V. So I'm just using my arrow keys now. Control V, okay, Control V. So I'm pasting, paste, Control V, Control V. Okay, I think I got it. All right, next, hit next. Let me just inspect really close here and see. Okay, looks like I got it. Hit next. Says copy and paste the roof shapes as needed to fill the remaining areas in orange. So I'm going to select all of these that I've drawn so far, not these, okay? Just be careful not to select the rectangle and the cylinder. So I'm gonna copy that. I'm going to press Control C and then Control V and then just nudge it. Nudge it. Okay, one more time, Control V. One more time, Control V. Control V. And one last, Control V. See how I'm moving it faster? I'm pressing the Shift key at the same time. And we don't need this first one, the first part here. So delete it. Okay, so looking good. Step 9, Now everything is in the proper scale. Select all of the roof shape and move them to the area marked orange. Okay. So there you go. So select all of these. Okay. Let's do that again. So I am going to put it in an angle where I could easily select all of them like this. Oh, top. Click on the top. Okay, there you go. So select all of them like that. Okay, and then just move them. Okay, let's see. Okay, so we have to lift it up for it to show up. And again, if you make any mistakes during this process, you could simply undo, hit undo. Okay. All right, looks like they're all lined up now. Okay. Looks like they're all lined up. Or not quite. Let's see here. Just use the keys to nudge. Okay, I think that's it. I think I got him. All right, next, drag the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 to the work plane. Okay, so that's what I have so far. Basic text and numbers, and then go click, go to number 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So now I just need to line up. So you do the same thing, just line them up. 3, 4, 5. Okay, let's look at the top view and see if they're all lined up. Looks like they are. Click next. Select all the numbers and shape and scale them smaller. So select all of them and scale them to that size. So I'm going to press Shift, hold Shift, and scale down. Ooh, that's perfect. Okay, it just went right in. Click next. Move the numbers to the marked location. So 1 goes here. Oh, my bad. 1 goes here. Where did 1 go? Okay, so it looks like we need to move it up. So I'm going to rotate. I'm going to select 1 through 5. I'm going to select 1 through 5 and first move it up. Okay, first move it up like that so I know what height they need to be at. And then just move it right here. Move 1 with the rest of the numbers. I think that's the right strategy here. And then looking at the height, I could actually move this down and nudge number 1 in place. Okay, nudge it some more. There you go. So I got number 1 in place. Now I just have to worry about 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So click on 5 and just drag it to where 5 is. Okay, so I'm just using the arrow keys. Okay, so I could inspect later if that's good. Number 4. Number 3. And 2. Okay, so now I could just go ahead and inspect closer to see if I got them all in the right place. Okay, number 5 needs adjustment. I think number 4 does as well. Okay, doesn't look like it's perfect, but there's a little bit difference in the size. And I could easily make that adjustment by doing this. I think it's a 0.2 size difference. Or I mean 0.25 size difference. Let me see what's gonna fix it. Okay, that's close. Or not quite. Okay, it doesn't look like it's going to be exact. Okay, so I got the numbers there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then hit next. Okay, looks like I'm done. There you go. So I got the scale. I have the numbers. Let's see what happens if I group them all up. Let me see if this is going to change color, okay? All right, click group. It's just processing so slow. And I think, oh, there you go. Okay, so nope, we don't want to group them. So let's do an undo, Control Z. Okay, unless these things are above a little bit. Okay, if they are, then you could actually group them, and still it would show. And still they would show. Okay, but I guess this is good now. All right,